Alright, hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a collectible unboxing figure review of the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 10-inch PVC painted statue of Link. Okay, so this is a pretty newly released statue. From what I could find of a release date, this came out in America a couple of months ago, and with a release date for the rest of the world being May 2017, which is this month. So this is a brand new released statue. Of course, the game itself, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, come out, at least in Europe, the 3rd of March on both the Wii U and Switch. Chances are, if you're watching this video, you've probably either got the game or you've at least played or seen it. The game really needs no introduction itself. In my opinion, it's one of the finest video games I have ever played, and it is now definitely my favourite Zelda game. I completely blown away from playing this game from start to finish without any boredom setting in. Sometimes when you're playing a long game like this, you can get sort of like some grinding elements where it gets a little bit boring and then you have to sort of go for it to just get enjoy. But I actually had none of that with this game, and this is a very, if you plan on doing like all of the side quests and getting 100% and all the heart pieces, this is a very long game. You're talking 100 hours plus, and not many games inclined me to want to do 100% on them, and this was one of them. And I haven't exactly 100%ed it yet. I'm not going to reveal any spoilers for the game, of course, but obviously if you're familiar with a Zelda game, you've got heart pieces. I have managed to track down all the heart pieces, and I do plan to at some point to go back and collect all of the 900 Korok seeds. And of course you've got some DLC coming out for this game. I just want to say right now, I have never bought a season pass for any game ever. This is the first game that I've ever been inclined to buy a season pass for. That is how impressed I was with this game. It's kind of unfair to call it a game even. I look at it more like a work of art. But anyway, that's enough of me rambling about the game. You are on here to see a video review of this painted statue itself. Now this is from manufactured, I say, from First for Figures, and I have got some of their Sonic statues from a few years ago. In fact, I have reviewed a few on this very channel. I haven't bought a product from them for quite a few years now. I've kind of missed a few of the latest Sonic ones they've done, mostly due to money and space. As you can see, you can probably see that my review setup at the moment is in a kind of different location because I've got obstructions in the way of where I would usually do a review, but we can still see it, fair enough. So yes, the box itself, we're going to do a little quick once over the box first. Very impressive. I really love like the illustrations. You've got the whole background of the wild here behind Link. I'm not sure how well it's picking up with the plastic glare, but you've got like the green and blues all behind him, like looks very nicely painted. You've obviously got illustration of him here. You've got the Breath of the Wild logo with what it's saying here. Pick the box up a little bit. You can see it says First for Figures, manufactured and produced by www.firstforfigures.com. The top right of the box, might just need to pick the camera up, is like, I guess you could say, the authentication sticker. This is how you would know that it is an official product. So if there is bootlegs coming out, which there could possibly be, that is the authentication sticker you are going to want to look for. Although from what I can tell, I haven't seen any bootlegs yet, but we will see. Okay, it's the side of the box, more logos, and on the back you get a really cool look at the statue itself. Here's where we go. And of course you've got all like the old ancient like Hylian writing. I'm pretty sure I read that someone actually deciphered all this and it had like a secret message from Nintendo, which is pretty cool. So we've got some text here. I'll read this out quickly. There once was a disaster that became known as Calamity, and Hyrule Kingdom collapsed. This is a story of 100 years after Calamity. Link, as the main character, wakes up from a long sleep in the underground ruin. then he hears a mysterious voice, and following that he steps out into the wild land. So that's essentially the plot of the start of the game, at least. Very simple to understand and get into. I should just point out quickly, you've got the Nintendo official logo here that you see on like official products, although bootleggers are pretty known to duplicate this on bootleg items. This side of the box looks like this is just First of All Figures website, and you've got some different languages here telling you it's 15 plus adult collectible, not a toy. And a Nintendo official logo again. Top of the box, you've of course got the eye here that you would see in the mini dungeons, and when Link would I've forgotten the name of it now, the thing on his Seeker, oh god, I can't remember now. It's like the Seeker Slayer. It's been like a month or so since I completed the game, I can't remember everything. But yes, that is the box done, so let's get this open for a closer look. Okay, so all I've done so far is just cut open the sellotape sealings at the top of the box with my trusty Stanley knife. So we can open the lid of the box and have a closer look and get it out. Let me just show you the top of the box there. You've got a really nice Z logo with the Master Sword going through it. That's pretty cool. And the eye again there. I did just check online from pausing the video. It was called Seeker Slayer. I was right. So pretty cool. The item itself comes out very nice and easily. Unlike some statues, whatnot, you might have a little bit of resistance from it, and you might have to pull it out, give it a little bit of force. But no, this opens nice. I'm going to lay it down. We've got a leaflet here from First of All Figures. First of All Figures Love, with a QR code. Not really sure what that does. It's probably just looks like it's like a giveaway thing for their website. So let's open the. There is actually another thing here falling out, I've just noticed. Sorry, I am partially standing up. You've got Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and some advertisement and what looks like a new statue they've got coming out for Breath of the Wild, which looks pretty cool. Or two of them, I should say. Looks like two. You've of course got Link there on his the horse. You can import Epona, so maybe Epona, and some ones they've got from their line. I really wanted to get the Wind Waker Link on the King of Red Lion's boat. Sorry, but it's saying like 400 pounds. It's just so much money, and I couldn't get the. I really wanted to pre-order at the time, but I couldn't afford it. I may get it one day if it ever pops up again. So yeah, really nice background art. Let's get Link open. And he just comes out very nicely there, without no resistance. And there he is. Okay, so I've given him a quick look to see if there's any damage present to him at all, and I'm very happy to say that I couldn't find any. As I've already said, he is one complete piece that comes out of the packaging. There is no assembly required to this figure at all. He is completely stuck to his base with this part here stuck onto his boot. So if you was actually to position him that way on display, you wouldn't actually even see that part of the base, so it actually generally does look like he is lunging towards to shoot that arrow. And at a first glance, I must say that this looks very, very impressive. I'm very happy with this figure. Now I should point out, before I go any further, that this is not classed as a high-end figure statue. In fact, from what I could find price-wise online, this is around £60 mark for this figure, which is kind of about what I paid for it at Comic-Con, which if you check my video from the other day, that is where I actually got this figure from. So when I mean high-end, if you look at like the Sonic statues for instance, they're about £150 to £200 plus. That's like the cheaper ones as well. So this is kind of like a lower end statue line. Now, as I said, it is made out of PVC, whereas opposed to like the statues are made out of, I'm not sure the technical name for what the statues are. It's like a terracotta, so it's a much like heavier material. So this is a reasonably light figure. It's not like as light as it feels cheap, like you'd get with like a bootleg figure where it feels like you're holding literally air. It definitely has weight to it, but the weight is definitely in the figure itself. The base is, it feels almost hollow inside. So yes, but for sort of a lower end figure, I say lower end, it's still £60. I'm very impressed. And in fact, my favourite feature from looking at this figure is probably the face. The face to me looks like spot on. And I'm going to zoom in it to try to give you a better look at it, Link, without it unfocusing too much. Might be a bit hard with the sun coming through the window. It's struggle. There we go. That might. There we go. You got a pretty good look at his face now. Now that to me looks spot on. And I've noticed with some of First Four figures, sort of earlier Zelda statues, the face is a little bit of an issue with some of their Link figures. Quite notably, their Skyward Sword statue they did about 3 or 4 years ago. I'm not sure on everything. I've not actually played Skyward Sword, but or I have only little bits of it, and I'm not sure the big red thing he flies on. But the statue of that, to me, the statue's face looks quite off, whereas this, I think, looks great. Just turn him to his side there, and you can get a better look at his shield. One of the many shields you can use in the game. Really cool detail here, really nice paint job. His sword, I'm not entirely sure if that's the Master Sword he's got. I can't see actually inside it, and the sword doesn't come out. No, it definitely doesn't. His side here, I do want to point out that the arrows are actually all individually stuck in there, so they're not actually one whole part glued together. They are actually like all loose, which is pretty cool. It's like something like that. If they was all just glued together as one and stuck in there, that would be like a sign of cheapness to me when it comes to this figure. It's very nice. You've got his signature blue outfit. I mean, I kind of always had him wearing this in the game. I mean, there was so many options to whatever clothing or colour you wanted to use, but when given the chance, I would usually always have Link in this attire, because I think it looks the coolest, at least in this game. And you've of course got the arrow, which looks very nice. If I can pick the camera up a little bit, have a close look at his hair. You can sort of see like the wind's blowing in it. It's pretty cool here. You've got like it sticking out that bit there. That is pretty cool. They have definitely moulded this very accurately from the original illustration that this was shown from. I mean, to even have some really high quality of paint job even on his back bit, which is something you're not going to even see, because no one's going to position their figure on show like that, or at least I very much doubt it. Even like inside his sleeve there, you've got the creases in his elbows of his clothes. I will say though that the paint job, this is what I mean by sort of lower end PVC, sorry, just figure statue in general. The paint job's not like what you would get on like a higher end statue figure for like arrows and some bits. And although the hair does look pretty good wavy, you can see some of the layers of where it's actually been painted, but it's not really noticeable at all. And there is a little bit of paint overlap there on his tie back. I don't know if it's coming out. You can see a little bit of blonde paint on the tie back. But these are very minor gripes, and it's definitely something that wouldn't put you off buying the actual figure itself. As I said, it's a £60, which is probably about $70 now, thanks to currency crashing at the moment between the pound and the dollar. So the belt looks really good. Let me put the camera down, shake it around too much. I'll give you a close look at the base. Not really too much to say about it. You've of course got the Seeker Slate indication on there. These have some depth to them, it's not just flat, so that's pretty cool. And on the bottom of the base, you've got first four figures logo, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Link 2017, and made in China, and a couple a little bit more. So yeah, let's have another little close look at his face. That is pretty cool. That is impressive. So as I said, he is 10 inches in size. I'm going to give you a little comparison to the Breath of the Wild amiibo of the same design, which is this one right here. And if I put the two down there, you got a comparison to just how big the PVC 10-inch statue is compared to the amiibo. I mean, the amiibo itself, I was going to say these have a retail value of around £10, £15, dollars/pounds. Since Breath of the Wild come out, Zelda amiibos have literally skyrocketed in price, sometimes double, treble, even quadruple the value they're going for. I have seen this amiibo selling for not much cheaper than what you'd actually pay for this, which is absolutely crazy. I'm very glad I managed to get most of the Zelda amiibos before you had the craze for them happened, but there's still a few I would like to get to my collection to mostly use in the game. It's definitely one of the cleverest ideas for an amiibo idea in a video game. I've never really been one to jump on the amiibo bandwagon. I mean, I bought a few just for collector's sake, like, such as the Sonic and Mega Man one and a few of the Zelda ones, but I would like to pick up the Breath of the Wild Zelda herself as the character, and you've had some new anniversary ones announced on their way, but unfortunately they sold out. The pre-orders sold out literally immediately, so they're going to no doubt be on eBay for ridiculously high prices, and I just can't bring myself to spending that amount on just an amiibo. So yeah, pretty cool. And for those curious for another size comparison, this is the Wind Waker Link amiibo, obviously, which I reviewed a couple of years ago. Really nice amiibo. This is actually my favourite amiibo. It suits so well the actual, not amiibo, sorry, Nendroid, I should say. I'm getting confused here between Nendroid and amiibo. So yeah, this is the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker Link Nendroid. That's quite a mouthful. There is a Princess Zelda Nendroid that has come out recently, which I would like to pick up at one point. But yeah, there's the comparison you can see there. It's pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video, especially if you watched it all the way through to the end. Let me know some of your stories of playing through Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. It'd be great to hear what you feel of the game. I've been playing it on the Wii U. I haven't jumped onto the Switch bandwagon yet because I kind of feel like I don't really need to. With Mario Odyssey coming out, I will jump on eventually. But if you've got this on Switch, let me know how you're finding it on there. It'd be pretty cool to find out. But once again, guys, thank you very much for watching, and see you on the next video.